Hey there, it is Cindy, your host of the Kindness Advantage, where in 10 minutes or less, I will share ways to incorporate kindness not only into your personal life, but your professional life as well. And today's topic might seem a little basic, just like kindness. Sometimes when I go speak, I have people that are in my sessions, and they are like, well, kindness is just so basic. And so I love when they walk away from the presentation and my speech that they have a different view on kindness. It is much deeper than what we realize. And just like kindness, I think thank yous are basic, but there's much deeper meaning behind a true, authentic thank you. And so today, I am going to share with you a little bit of insight on the power of thank you. So, first of all, thanks for tuning in. You know I appreciate it. And so if you're not following me, please do so on social. If you're not subscribed to my podcast, please do so. I certainly appreciate it. And thank you for listening to me week after week and providing me with good feedback. I appreciate that as well. So, diving into thank you. Seriously, a sincere thank you is just more than good manners, honestly. It's a powerful tool expressing kindness and fostering positive relationships. And we all know it feels good to be appreciated, but expressing gratitude can be very impactful. And there's a few reasons for this. First of all, it acknowledges someone's efforts, big or small, and it shows you recognize and appreciate what they've done. And I have been very aware and uh, trying to be very consistent on showing thanks, whether it's through a text or verbally, um, even for small things, right? Like extending an invitation. If I can come or not, I say thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you so much for thinking of me. Thank you so much for bringing me along. And then if they've done even more than that, I really make sure to thank them. In fact, just 2 days ago, I was visiting a friend and I got in my car to leave, and my friend was leaving too to go to somewhere else. And I noticed that my tire pressure was really low in one tire. And he got out of his truck and checked my tire and added air on in it. And, I mean, it was a good 5 minutes that, he went above and beyond. He actually sprayed soapy water on my tire to see if there was a leak that he could see, and didn't find anything, but pumped up my tire, and then he texted me, make sure you let me know you got home safely. And I tell you, I was, like, so grateful for that, and I had said thank you, obviously, before we left, but when I got home, I was like, "Thank you so much for, adding air to my tire and making sure I got home safely." And then the next morning, I got in my car, and I thought the tire pressures were all good, and I sent him another text saying, "Thank you so much, no flat tire this morning." But as I pulled out of my driveway and I guess the computer system figured everything out, my tire was low again. So I ended up having to go to the tire shop. But I was grateful that at least I had somebody add air to my tire and help me out during that time. But I was overly thankful, right? And that's what I'm really trying to do recently. I think just being very aware and saying how appreciative I am. Also, feeling valued is a basic human need, and I think you actually fulfills that. I also think that expressing gratitude strengthens relationships. It shows you care and it does build trust. So, feeling appreciated fosters a sense of reciprocity. I can't even say that word. Uh, and encourages the fostering of acts of kindness. Man, I am really tongue-tied right now. But I think, it just, when you feel appreciated, you're more apt to reciprocate. There we go. And do future acts of kindness to other people, maybe not the same person, but to somebody else as well. And also, finally, I think gratitude has a positive impact on the giver as well, right? Studies show that expressing uh, thanks can actually boost your own happiness and well-being. And I've shared this on podcasts before. Kindness has a big impact more on the giver than the receiver. There's research studies behind that. So thanking people, same thing. So how can you integrate more heartfelt, authentic thank yous in your daily life? Well, first of all, try not to be generic, right? Try not to give a generic thank you, but be more specific. Thank you for staying late to help me finish the project. Would be great to say to somebody at work. Exactly like how I said thank you for putting air in my tire. I appreciate you. I know you were late by 5 minutes from leaving, and it made me feel safe that I was able to drive home safe. Thank you. It's just more meaningful. And it shows that you truly noticed and appreciated the effort, right? Secondly, and I'm really good at this, is writing a handwritten thank you note, right? Not just texting, not maybe, well, a quick phone call would be great too, but physically writing a thank you note and sending it in the mail, it really stands out and it adds a personal touch. So every time I'm invited to speak somewhere, I always send a thank you to whomever booked me. And I just relay the amount of gratitude I have for them choosing me, and putting their name on the line for me, and building that relationship. That's really all I'm doing, is saying thank you and trying to build a future relationship. A physical note is actually more intentional and heartfelt. Third, don't forget the power of a verbal gratitude, right? A sincere thank you in person can be very, very impactful. And excuse me, looking somebody in the eye and expressing your appreciation adds just a whole nother layer of meaning. So, thank you. Finally, I believe gratitude actually, if you have a daily practice of gratitude, it really helps you be more grateful for what is in your life. It can shift your mindset and making expressing thanks a very natural habit, right? And remember, small expressions of gratitude can have a profound impact. By making thank you a cornerstone of your kindness practice, you can build stronger relationships, boost your happiness, and create a more positive and appreciative world, which honestly sounds like a pretty amazing thing right about now, right? Our world is so crazy. It's just so crazy. So let's try to find moments of gratitude and thank somebody every day. Find a way to thank somebody every day. So, one final tip, just start small. Take a moment right now to think of someone you can appreciate and silently thank them. Then, maybe actually text them, call them, send them an email, write it on a sticky note and slap it on their desk. Or take it a step further and write a handwritten note. Or express your gratitude in person, because every thank you counts. Thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. All the listeners that I have on a weekly basis, it means the world to me. I hope you have a wonderful day. And remember, together, we create waves of change through kindness.